Low risk, low reward plays. That's what you're looking for in here. If you are going to play Mara 1619, where we ended today's trading session down around 13 cents from yesterday's trading session. So far on the week, you had a low of 1556 and that high of 1639, around 80-cent move in here so far, just in a couple trading sessions. If you go back to last week, you had right around $1.40 of a whole high to low in there. So you kind of expect in between 80 to that $1.40, $1.50 range. That's what everybody's pricing in here for the weekly expected moves going forward, just based on this IV. Obviously, if we get an expansion, it's going to increase. But it looks like so far what everybody's pricing in on their premiums, you're going to get that of an expected move. You go out to Friday, about 80 cents, and next Friday, right around $1.40. If you go all the way out to the following Friday, right around a $2 expected move. So all in all, it looks like everybody's pricing in right around that area, about $1.50 at the max, although you do have $2 here in a couple weeks, but still, once we get closer, that'll shrink. So that is what everybody's kind of looking at. So low risk, low reward in here. If you want to come in, take some cents off here and there, that's completely fine. It looks like ever since this week that we had in here at the beginning of May, where you had that $4 move in there, it's really been cooled off. I mean, you can see these 2 weeks here, not a whole lot of anything so far. We can go up on the daily here. Basically, you're past 7 trading sessions, 6 or 7 trading sessions in here, just kind of riding that 9-day EMA, do a whole lot of anything, having a really, really hard time with this resistance up here right around those 1640. So if we cannot break them and then work our way above this 200 SMA, then we're going to really have some problems. But it looks like a pullback to around that $15 range would be healthy in here, and that would line us up with our lower trend line here. That would be nice. And then below there, there's really not a whole lot anything until you get to that mid 13 level for a support. Now, if we can go to the 30-minute chart here, you kind of see where everything was on the day. You can see it's kind of a big indecision in here, right? So you kind of have that pullback, a little run up, and then a dip, and then all of a sudden that nice recovery. I mean, that's kind of what the whole market did today, although we were trading a little bit differently from the market. But this dip right here and then this recovery, kind of you saw everything do that at the end of the day. So take that for what it's worth as we're watching Mara in here to see how, if it's trading, what its correlation is with the overall market. But on the daily chart, you can see placed a doji in here. RSI needs to be reset just a little bit overall. Overall, we did not become overbought in here, but we still need to reset before we start working our way above those 1640s and then working our way higher. If we scroll all the way back in here to that weekly chart, you can see that this trend line is going to be key either this week or next week. We have to see if we are going to continue to respect this going forward, or if we are going to breach this and then start working our way down in here to that 1350 range, or if we're going to respect this and kind of start shooting straight up in here. Our max resistance in here, what we have is going to be that 200 SMA, which is right around that 1821 mark. So that's going to be something that we're going to watch if we do blast through these 1640s in here. But again, all the expected moves in here, not that huge, not that big, although we are in a $16 stock. Take that for what it's worth. Premiums in here, not expanded the way that we would like, but low risk, low reward. Take some cents off in here if you would like. And that's kind of what we're looking at for Mara. Again, what are we looking at in here? 1640 and then that $15 range. That's going to be our big resistance and our big supports in here that we're keeping an eye on. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you're interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.